wait, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification if you want to get updates on all this. And if you like the plant that I'm talking about here, just click the link in the description and I'll show you how to root cuttings of it. The question that we're going to talk about today is the green giants turning bronze. So lately I've been getting a lot of questions about the green giant trees out there. Some people are saying, do they turn a dark rusty color or a bronze color in the winter time? Because I don't know if I quite like that look on my trees out in the landscape. So the answer to that question, and we're going to walk out there and look at them here in a sec, the answer is yes, they do turn bronze, but that is inherent to pretty much all cedars that I am aware of. So the green giants are actually a cross between a western red cedar and a Standeatii arborvitae from Japan. And somebody at some point invented that cross. The only way to get green giants then is to take cuttings of a green giant, because if you root the seeds, you're going to get genetic variability. You're not going to get a true green giant. You're going to get something else. We don't know what you're going to get, but something else. In fact, I'm not even sure if they make viable seeds, the green giants, but that'll hopefully answer another question someone had. But as far as the bronzing, when you live in a cold climate, all of these cedars, like especially the green giants, they'll turn a bronze color at the tips of the branches and the outer portions of the branches. And it usually happens when we start getting some freezes around here. They stay green all the way up through the summer and into the fall. And then when the real cold weather starts, they get the bronzing. In the hoop house here, I don't get the bronzing because it's protected by this cover here. And so it does freeze hard as a rock, but they don't get that hard, fast freeze. And it's not exposed to the elements. That's all I can say. But the ones outside in the landscape that are exposed to the elements, when we start getting the freezing, they turn bronze. Now, somebody asked me, do the green giants ever recover from that? Well, yeah, every year they recover from it. In the springtime, the new growth comes out lime green, and then it starts getting a darker green as the summer goes on. Let's go out there and look at them real quick and show you what I'm talking about. So real quick before we do head out there, I'll show you, these are the green giants that I have in the hoop house. And you can see they actually do have a slight bronzing on the tips of them, just not quite to the same degree as the green giants out in my landscape because they're in this protected environment. But it does get cold. It does freeze hard as a rock in here. And so they're going to get some effects of the bronzing on them, but not quite as much. Let's head out and show you what they look like out in the landscape. All right, let's walk out here to the green giants, see how they're doing. Isn't this just gorgeous? Love this view that I wake up to every morning for several months. All right, there they are. These are the nice ones, actually, both sides here, because I can keep them watered. The ones with the water are just getting tons of nice growth. But here's how they look. I love that look, but a lot of people have been asking me about that bronze color. Now, just recently, all of these little leaves and branches were sucked in more, and they're starting to spread out and grow. But there was more bronzing at the tips of all of them. But it's just the tips. You can see they're still green on the interior part. But as they start growing in the spring, and today we're like May 22nd, I think, as they start growing in the spring, they get that new lime kind of color. And I think it's really pretty. I think it just really pops. And it starts turning into a deeper green as the summer goes on. So that's kind of the cycle they've been doing. I should come back out here and take some video of them in the winter time for you and show you what they look like, when they've got that full-on bronze color. But it's not that bad. I thought it was going to turn me off here when I first started getting into them. I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but it turns out that it's not that bad, and it's actually kind of pretty. And then when they start growing again and showing that lime color, it really just pops. And I'm liking it more and more as time goes by. These guys on this side have the same thing going on. So it was bronze, but the new growth is starting to push out there, and eventually all that just kind of goes away. So hopefully that answers some of your questions about the bronzing of these green giants, or these cedar variations. So there it is. Hopefully seeing those out there and how they're growing right now in the spring kind of squares it up for you. I hope you guys got something out of this, or are able to make some decisions moving forward on the green giants at your place, whether you're going to want to end up planting them there and like that little bit of bronzing color or not. Like I said, I actually, as time goes by, I like it more and more. I think it's kind of pretty. And then the contrast of that with when the spring growth comes and really just sends out all that lime growth, I think it just really pops and looks beautiful in the landscape in the spring. And really, if you think about it, you know, in the wintertime, just about anywhere you go, it's not real pretty anyway. All the leaves fall off. It looks like a bunch of dead trees, and, you know, the winds come through and tear things up. And so, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, in the spring, it all just comes to life. And I really love that lime color and that new growth. It just makes up for anything that you might not like about the green giants. But it is inherent to all cedars that I'm aware of. So if you're getting into cedars, then you're just going to have to learn to live with the bronzing in the wintertime. But I hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to follow along. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.